Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is week 3 of the 52-week challenge hosted by Sony Alpha Female and Brooke Shaden, and this week's theme is light. So you're gonna see another video in next week. That's gonna be week 4, but I pre-recorded that one before I did this one. I might be a little confusing when I talk about doing the light photo shoot, when in reality I already am going to be posting this video before that one. So don't get confused. That was my mistake. I was in the thought of the moment and I was trying to do both of the themes the same day, but just other things came up, so I wasn't able to do both. For week 3's theme, light, I kind of switched up what I was gonna do with week 3 and week 4. So my week 3 in this book is actually my week 4, and my week 4 is actually my week 3 now. This is gonna be me wearing angel wings, and because the theme is light, I always thought about like angels, and I'm going to have one spotlight on me. And rather than the typical idea of what we think of angels, I'm going to kind of have a fallen angel aesthetic for this shoot. And this idea kind of metamorphosized a lot. I've been dealing with a lot of questions, and basically me kind of feeling betrayed by God or whatever higher being you might believe in, and how it seems like I've had so many trials thrown at me, and the people that I love as well, right? So this is kind of like an amalgamation of all the people that I love and all the pain and horrible things that they went through that I wish that they didn't have to go through. So I'm gonna be a fallen angel, kind of like God betrayed me. But I am a spiritual person. I don't really follow any indoctrinations of Christianity, Catholicism, or what other ones are out there. It's gonna be kind of like a betrayal in a sense, like I'm a fallen angel, and I'm kind of questioning like why. And like I said before, this is going to be kind of what I've been going through as of lately with the people that I love, and also just my own brokenness and things that I'm kind of like remembering and trying to heal from. I know that like it's going to be a healing process for me, because I know that I am loved by God and by Creator, and I know that like everything I'm going through, and also the things that the ones that I love went through, it just is, right? Life doesn't like pick on certain people just because. It's just unfortunately the way things are. And I really wish I had something different to say than, you know, it is what it is, or like, you know, everything happens for a reason, because I don't believe that sometimes. Many of you know the song Losing My Religion by REM, and I might be aging myself about that, but it's a song that I actually recently heard, and a lot of what they sing about is kind of like the same thing, except that, again, I'm not a religious person. I'm very spiritual, and I do believe in a God, but I just feel like sometimes you can pray and cry and beg this higher being for some relief, some respite, but at the end of the day, we all have, you know, free will, and everything is in our control. So and I guess maybe I also want to say that not everything is in our control, because certain things are not in our control. If anything, nothing is in our control, but how we react to those said situations, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. This self-portrait is literally at the right time, at the right moment. I think that's why I am happy I held off a bit, because I was going through a lot a few days prior, and I couldn't bring myself to it. But right now I know there's beauty in the breakdown, there's beauty in the pain, and whenever I create, when I'm feeling something deep in the moment, like it's such a healing process for me. But I am gonna record the process like always, and I am really excited. I'm doing it in my apartment. I was thinking about doing it in my studio, but I'm trying to push myself to be more creative and do it in spaces that I don't have a lot and create with what I've got. So that's why I'm in my apartment. But next week's is gonna be in the studio with my manager slash photographer, Jessie, and she's my model for that one. So I'm excited to also show you guys next week's video, where I do like a little time lapse of my setup. I just wanna quickly go over, ow, my finger. I want to quickly go over the things I'm going to be using. So I have this freaking heavy big boy, my Godox FV200. It is a constant light, and that's what I want for this because it's going to be easier for me to work with rather than using monolights. Monolights? Is that the word? I think it's monolights. But no one come for me because I know what I'm talking about. I'm just tired. And then on top of the big boy here, I have my Westcott optical spot. And yes, there's tape on it. It's just for safety because the light will be 90 degrees. Is that the word? 90 degrees? Or like, it's gonna be like this, hanging. And I don't want it to break, but I also don't want it to like fall on my face. So my husband so lovingly reinforced it with tape for me, and I hope the tape works because I'm a little nervous that it might not. But yeah, so this is the light that I'm going to be using, and now I can do the time lapse of me doing my little setup. So I will see you in a second. Okay, so I did my setup right now. Very simple setup. These stands are so flimsy. I got them off of Amazon a while back, and they honestly are not the best, especially because the top bar keeps like moving, and I'm not sure why, but they work. So that's all that matters. I am going to be using this 4-foot, I think it is. No. Yeah, I think it's a 4-foot Savage Universal in the color Bone. I think this is Bone. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to make sure my body is fully on this little piece of paper, and the angel wings as well, which they're really huge. So I hope it's gonna work. Of course, I can edit that in Photoshop, but I'm trying to do everything practical right now. But this is all the paper. This is the only paper size I have in this color. So we're gonna just work with it. Right now, I'm gonna turn on the light, and I'm hoping that I can angle it low enough that's gonna create a spotlight from above on me. We shall see. Oh, hold on. I think it's on a weird FX right now. Yeah, okay. It was like blinking like a car light or something. And then let me unloosen this just a bit and try not to pinch my hand or break my optical spot at the same time. And I do have the Bowens mounts because I had an additional Bowens mount for this optical spot, but for some reason it's still quite flimsy on this, and I don't understand why. Oh my god, this is heavier than I thought it was gonna be. Please don't break. And I don't know if you can see, but this is like the spot that I'm trying to create. Please, no one try this at home because this is not safe whatsoever. And I'm just playing with fate right now. Okay. I also want to make sure the spot is at 100%. If you see, If you hear her walking, it's my puppy. I don't have any sandbags here, but I think we'll be okay. Just as long as like I don't move this a lot. But I'm seeing the spot right now on the floor and it's definitely doing what I want it to do. So this is how the spot is gonna hopefully look. My hair is a mess. I need to wash it tonight, but we're gonna do it regardless. So yeah, this is what we're working with. But this is the light, and I'm going to be like laying down, of course, and with like angel wings. So yeah, now I'm gonna just bring down the backdrop, tape it to the floor, and then get into the outfit. Oh my gosh. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna break this. I'm an idiot. Like I said before, the backdrop holder is really flimsy, and I don't know why I totally forgot. And I'm rolling out the paper, and I'm literally pushing on it, and it's falling with the paper. Don't do what I do. Here is my final setup, at least I think. As you see, the spotlight is right there. So I'm gonna somehow try to fit in this set spotlight with my angel wings. I just changed into something more angelic-like, and I am backlit right now by the light because this is very see-through, and I'm trying to make sure nothing is being shown on YouTube. But yeah, so this is like this angelic dress. You're gonna see next week's video with this dress as well. Here are the angel wings. They look heavy, but they're really not heavy. I got these off of Etsy a very, very, very long time ago, and they're made of, I think it's styrofoam, but there's like so many feathers, and some of them are actually kind of bent because I've had these in my closet for a very long time. And yeah, I'm like looking at it right now, seeing some bending going on. Might have to buy a new set of wings soon, which is okay too because I love them. But yeah, so here's the setup. I'm gonna show you how I have my camera right now. Of course, I'm going to be using the Sony Creator app on my phone just to be able to see what my camera is seeing, and then we're gonna get started. This is my setup right now, and of course it looks kind of crappy because, you know, we're working with what we got. It's just me, myself, and my dogs here. This is how it looks. I already have the timer on it, and I guess we can start shooting. Before I actually put myself into my wings and set up myself in pose, I'm gonna be doing some feathers that are gonna be falling all around me. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. First, I'm gonna get a clean plate of my backdrop just in case. I also need to shut these lights off, so it's gonna probably be harder to see me. Unless I can figure something out. But yeah, so I'm gonna throw feathers all around me, kind of like falling from grace with me, if that makes sense. I think it'll create more atmosphere. Also, I think I'm gonna spray some atmosphere spray that I have in my closet that I hope there's some in there at least. But yeah, I think I'm gonna add some atmosphere as well because I like it moody. So this is the part where I'm gonna be throwing these feathers. And they're kind of tiny, but they'll do. And then I'm gonna also add some atmospheric spray. So let's start shooting, and please don't, hopefully you can't see anything. I'm a little worried about that. My AC is on right now because I am sweating, but let's hope this doesn't blow it too much away. Yes. Now that's awesome. Maybe when it cools down a little bit more, I'll shut the AC off just so that I can have the spray actually stay in one place and not move. By the way, my camera's name is Moon. on the Sony Connect app. Not found. Let me figure out this again. That was easy. I'm so happy the Sony Connect app is better, because when I first started out as a Canon user, as a Sony user, the app was horrendous, and I was actually an original Canon user, and their app always seemed to work. Even though it was a little buggy, it still actually worked. So I was really disappointed when I went over from Canon to Sony because of that one fact. But thankfully now the Sony Connect app is actually really good, and it does what it's supposed to do. All right, so now I'm gonna be throwing these feathers. Okay, the idea is there. I'm not fully sure if the camera caught it or not, because I do have it on a timer. Oh, okay, I think it's getting there. I don't know if you can see. It's almost there. I swear, this is so much work just for one self-portrait. Thankfully, I'm at a better place physically, so I can do this, but if I was still really sick, there would be no way. Okay. Ah, stuck on my finger. Look how cute it just fell. I have to do that a few more times just so that I can be certain that I have enough feathers floating around me. These angel wings are not easy, ouch, to put on by yourself. Oh, my hair. Ouch. Oh. Maybe I should have put my hair like up. Okay. And they're supposed to like mold to your shoulder blades, but I really don't have the capacity to try to mold them to my shoulder blades right now. I'm like so hot. Why did I do this to myself? Like, I make it so hard. Dang, where's the freaking hook? Oh. Okay. So my angel wings are on, or at least as on as they're gonna be. They're not heavy or annoying. It's just I have to like mold this part to my shoulder blades. I don't know if you can see. And I really don't want to right now because I'm sweating so much. But yeah, this is the whole outfit. I don't know if you can see. Ta-da! The dress is like really wrinkly, but whatever. I am a fallen angel after all. This comes the fun part, because I really do hope these are in focus. I've always had some difficulty trying to be in focus with the Sony Connect app, even though I pressed the button where it's like supposed to focus. So I don't know what else I can do or how I'm messing up. But I just shut off my AC, so I am adding more atmosphere spray to give that atmospheric feeling. Now I just need to somehow get myself and these angel wings into the backdrop, which now that I'm looking, this is gonna be hilarious. Unless I'm like an angel who's just like sitting. Ooh, please don't fall on me. In there, I think. Wait, which side is this? Is that side? Now I gotta try to pose. I'm gonna do a test shot with the phone and this in my area just so that we can see the process together and hear my reactions at the same time. Now I think the hardest part is gonna be like the posing aspect, making sure my angel wings aren't really like overwhelming me. Whew. Okay, we're fine. We're exhausted, but we're good, we're good. Now it's just trying to like find poses and stuff that I have to see if they look good or not. It's really hard to pose on such a small backdrop, but also because these wings are like huge And for some reason in my head, I thought I was gonna be able to fit on it. I don't know what world that was gonna be possible, but I'm gonna work with what I have. I'm gonna look more like a tired angel rather than a fallen one, a one that feels betrayed. I'm gonna look more like a, ooh, I'm just sitting here taking a break because I'm exhausted angel. Because that's how I feel. Now I gotta try to make myself look more ethereal with it. Something like that. All right, I'm gonna do the best that I can. I know in post this is gonna be annoying. This is gonna be annoying to edit in post because the background is so short, but hey, we live and we learn. We did what we could with what we had. That is all that matters, and I'm doing the best that I can. If you see someone here, it's my husband. He's helping me because I'm exhausted and I need a million hands and I only have 2, so. Just finished doing the self-portrait and I am tired. Like, that one is so hard because you have to be kind of like in these awkward positions, and again, I only have such a small backdrop and the wings are ginormous, and then also like they're not really like, you can't move them yourself when they're on your body. You do need some assistance. Thankfully my husband did come a little later to help like throw the feathers that I just found in my hair, help with the feathers, but also help with like posing the wings for me because they were sometimes in the light and I needed them not to be in the light. But yeah, I'm excited to edit these. Obviously the idea that I fully had, I'm hoping that I can edit it in post and it'll come out that way, but if it doesn't, that's okay because I did try my best. And I can feel myself just getting kind of agitated and tired, so I don't want to get to that point when I'm doing a self-portrait, so I'm gonna just end it now. I hope you like the photos. I will probably post them here right now, but if you do want to see more, make sure to follow me at my Instagram accounts. I will have them floating somewhere on the page and also in the description. This will probably be on my fine art page, but collaborating with my regular page, just because my fine art page is still kind of new and not a lot of people know about it. But this is gonna like live mainly on my fine art page because it's fine art. But yeah, I hope you enjoy them. Future me, I'm sure, loves them. But right now I'm just kind of exhausted. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Next week I will have a video with a model, so I'm not the one struggling and trying to do this. And also my spirits are a little bit more happier and different, because I did shoot that video 2 weeks before, so my mood is also a bit happier, and you'll be able to see the difference in my mood. But yeah, I'm just grateful that I did it and that I was actually able to do it with what I had in my apartment. It's just a reminder to create no matter what and no matter where you are and how you're feeling. I think for me, when I'm going through something that's making me feel some type of way, creating is really healing. But I also have my moments where I don't want to do anything, and that's also okay too. But yeah, thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye.